What's up everybody, this is Mike, and lately I've been getting a couple of questions and emails about my latest videos that I've been creating on this channel. Most of these questions have been revolving about my editing style and the lightning effects that I've been using in some of my videos. Don't know if you have noticed, but in some of my B-roll shots and even in some of my drone shots, I've been using a couple of cinematic lightning effects, and most of these questions have been about how you can recreate those effects, how do you make them, and where to get them. So in today's video, I'm going to reply to these questions, and I decided to make a whole video about it since some of you could be also interested in that topic. So let's go and see what those effects are. So for those of you who are very impatient, here is the quick answer. I'm using Polar Pro's Helios lightning package. It's a lightning package with 3 different types of lightning effects. So we have light leaks, we have lens flares, and we have lightning transitions. So those 3 types of lights are very useful, and you can use them to spice up your footage and make it pop, make it look even better. Of course, it's not applicable for every single clip that you have, but if you put it on the right clip, it gets so much more beautiful. So this package retails for $30 right now, and it's available on Polar Pro's website. If you're interested, I will be linking that in the description. But now, after you know what this package contains, I'm going to show you how it looks on my computer and how easy it is to use it in your own projects. So let's go. Okay, so now we are on my computer. I have opened the folder which has all the files you would need. So this is what you would see after you download the Helios Cinematic Lightning package, and you can see we have quite a lot of different files with different colors and basically different types of light effects. So we have blue, flares and leaks, we have natural light leaks and transitions, we have orange flares, we have red flares, purple leaks, and teal flares as well. We also have a organic natural FX folder which holds different more natural looking type of lights, and we can use those as well. So here are all the files we need. Of course, you can choose between 4K and Full HD files. For my taste, I decided to have the 4K files, which are a bit bigger, but since I like to use 4K from time to time, I decided to go for the bigger files. That doesn't really matter. You can of course switch to Full HD to go for smaller files if you use Full HD projects. But now that we have all the files, we can go into Final Cut Pro or any other editing software that you might be using. This is just my personal preference. You can of course use Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve or any other software that edits video. The files will work no problem at all with any software that edits video. So I am just going to demonstrate how the files work in Final Cut Pro 10. So I have selected 3 clips that I'm going to show you to demonstrate how the effects look like. So I'm going to play the clips first without the effects. As you can see, I have already placed the effects, but they are now disabled, so you won't be able to see them. But here we have the first clip, which is a automated sequence with the DJI Mavic Air, which rotates around me and my girlfriend on the beach. So if we go again, you see that we have quite a lot of strong sun here, and we can see right here that stay here. We see the light from the sun is quite strong, and you kind of expect to see something like a lens flare, and I have added a orange flare which I will now enable. If you don't know, you can enable or disable clips by pressing V on your keyboard, and it's very useful. So now when I play the whole clip again with the effect added, you will see the difference. It's very simple, but right now you see the lens flare and it fades away. So it's something that you kind of expect. Right here you see this is with the effect, and here's without the effect. So makes quite a lot of difference, and you really expect it to be exactly here when the sun is shining the strongest. So you definitely need to think about where the light is coming from in order to apply an effect that will actually improve your video. Otherwise it will just look too fake and it will just ruin everything. So make sure you select the right effect and the right position of the effect so it can go well with your clip. So let me just play it once again and show you what kind of difference it makes. I really like it. It's very simple effect, not very obstructive, and it doesn't really take away from your experience watching the video. You don't really notice it, but now that you know the difference, I'm sure you notice it. So here is without, it looks bland and too simple, and here is with the effect. So like I said, very simple addition to the clip, but makes a huge difference in my opinion. So let me just demonstrate how you can add this effect. So this is the whole clip that you can, let me delete that just so I can add it again and show you how it works. So this is the clip that we have from the folder. I have just imported a couple of clips from that folder with the effects here in my project. So if you play it like this, right away you will see that it's black and it's just not working well with that clip. So we need to remove that black background from that clip, and to do that we need to go to select the clip and go to blend mode and go here to screen, and that will change the blending mode of the effect, and it will just allow you to make it kind of like a see-through, so it appears on top of your video. And it seems that I have actually placed it quite well here. You can of course play with it and place it the best way so it fits the video, but here I think it fits well. So if you play it again, it's great. In some situations the effect is too strong. You can of course go to here to opacity and just lower the opacity, so make it maybe 50%, and now if you play it, it will be even less visible, so even less noticeable for the viewer. So in some cases that's very needed, but in this case I don't really think it's needed to be that low. We can go back to 100% because it works well with that clip, and I kind of like the end result. Of course you can play with the length of that flare effect. You can cut it, for example, if you want to cut it here, you can cut it and just you can just delete that part. You can go here to make it slower by 50% if you want. If that's something that you want, you can make it slower and just the whole effect will last longer, but of course you have to place it correctly. So right now it's not really okay because you see the sun rays are here, but the sun is here, so it doesn't really make sense. It needs to be placed correctly so it works well with the video. But anyway, I'm sure you get the point by now. So I'm just going to delete that and go to the next clip to demonstrate a light leak, which I think works well with that video. So let me play it once again, first without the effect. So we're just raising the drone as we go higher than the tree line, and that's it. It's just a basic clip going up. But now if I enable the clip, the effect, let me play it once again. And there is the light leak. You see here when you go up, I'm just going to quickly go frame by frame. When you go up between the trees, you kind of expect to have some type of light coming through. So here, when you go up, you see this little thing here on the left side of the screen, and I think it makes sense to see something like this. If the sun is on the left side of the screen, that would make sense to have some type of light coming through the trees as you go up. So I like this effect and I think it works fine with this clip. If you find this effect here is too strong, you can always just go to the opacity and make it lower, maybe 70%, around 70%. Let's see how it will work now. So it's even less visible. And that's it for this second example. Let's go to the third one, which is a light transition effect. And I like it because you can basically connect two different clips with this effect. So let's play it without any transition. So first clip, second clip, just nothing special. We go from one clip to another. But after we enable this transition, we play it again and we have first clip, second clip. It's kind of more connected with this light. So it goes like this. And to do that, let's just do it from the beginning. So as you can see, the original transition is a bit longer. I have cut this to make it shorter because it works well with these two clips. So once again, first thing we need to do is go to blend mode and go to screen. You can also use the other blend modes, but I have found that screen works best. But you can also use color dodge or linear dodge or even color burn. It just depends on the clips that you're using, but most of the time screen is ideal. So here is we have selected screen as blend mode, and now we're just going to play it. As you can see, the transition has two transitions, so I don't really know why that happens, but after the first one I want to cut it, so I don't want a second one. So let's just move this here so it doesn't really bother us. If we go frame by frame, we can see where the lightest part of the transition is, which is right here, I think. So here is almost 100% white. So here is the middle of the transition. We can just click on that part and press M. M puts a marker on this specific point of the clip, and now if we move that to the middle where the two clips meet, it's just in the middle between the two clips. So that works perfect to transition from the first clip to the second one. And then I would just go ahead and cut right here so it doesn't appear again. This thing doesn't appear again, because I don't really like to have two transitions. I don't know why they have two transitions in one effect. And now if you play it, we see it's seamless from the first clip to the second. And in case you think that's not strong enough, because if you see here, we kind of see the image below, you can just copy that effect and paste it on top of it once again. So if we go here now, it's even more white. So that makes for even stronger transition, and there we go. You don't really see the transition itself. You just see the light, and then after the light fades out, you see the second clip. And there you guys have it. This is basically a very simple example of how those effects work. It's very simple, very you know, everybody can use them, and depending on the project you can create some amazing effects in your videos. And let me just demonstrate a couple of other effects which are interesting. For example, this orange purple leak and this purple leak and some red bokeh effect. So I'm just going to import them here, and I'll just remove those two here, and let's see. Oh no, we don't need that, so we just need the orange purple leak. Of course it's not going to work for that clip, but I'm just going to show you how it works. So first thing we do, set the blend mode to screen. We can make it shorter so it fits our clip, and if we play it now, you will see that it's getting crazy, but it looks interesting. So of course it's very strong, so we need to lower the opacity to maybe 50% to make it just less visible, and right now, we see that it's actually quite colorful and interesting, and we can use that in basically any video that we have, even in some B-roll shots or just regular shots that we take with our camera or drone. So that's the first clip. I'm just going to disable it for now, and let's see how the purple leak looks like. So screen, make it shorter to fit the clip, and here is the purple. Of course, purple doesn't work here for those shots, but I just want to demonstrate how it looks like. And let's see the final one, the bokeh effect. Screen, make it shorter, and play. And we see we have those bokeh effects being added on top of the clip. And I kind of like it. You can definitely play with that. If you go to the color correction tab, you can play with the exposure of your effect. You can make it, you know, more visible or less visible depending on the exposure value you select. You can play with the saturation, the color, so you can make the color red be something more orange, for example, if you want to. If that's something that you're looking for, you can do that with this tab. And that's basically it, guys. My computer is basically taking off. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's really loud. So I think this explains how the effects work and how they look like. So if you're interested, I will link them below. Go and check them out, and that's it. And there you have it, guys. This has been the Helios Lightning package from Polar Pro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial and demonstration how I use those lightning effects in my videos, and hopefully you guys can see how easy it is to implement them in your projects and make your videos look even better. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below if you have enjoyed the video, if you have any input whatsoever. Drop a like to show some support, and subscribe for plenty more videos to come. I'll see you soon. Ciao.